This is Mark Kemper with EMS, and this video we're going to do a review of the new Faro-Creaform HandySCAN MAX EVO. So a few years ago, Faro-Creaform released the HandySCAN MAX, and it was a huge success because it was really the first handheld 3D scanner meant for medium to very large objects, and it combined portability, accuracy, ease of use, and price into a great product. And Faro-Creaform is the innovator in the handheld market. They really invented this market. They came out with the first scanner for medium to large objects, and they continue to innovate with this second generation, the HandySCAN MAX EVO. In this video, we're going to go into more detail on how this system works and what's new in the new EVO version. Okay, let's start and talk about what's the same, what's new, and what's different. So starting with the same, it has the same 38 laser lines collecting 2.25 million points per second, and it is ISO 17025 accredited. Now what's new? It has the LCD screen, just like the new HandySCAN EVO does. This allows you to control everything right here. Stop scanning, look at the data, start scanning, change your settings. Literally everything you want to do on the computer, you can now do here on the LCD screen. The other big update is the ability to work with the mobility kit, also like the HandySCAN EVO. By adding the mobility kit, we can go completely tether-free from the computer. That gives us battery power and Wi-Fi capability. And that mobility kit is interchangeable with the regular HandySCAN EVO and the new HandySCAN MAX EVO. So that's a really nice feature. But when you get into medium to large parts, having that added mobility is going to be really nice. It'll allow you to crawl into something and scan, or just get very far away. Still have to have a computer, but now you're communicating wirelessly and you have battery power. So that's going to be a really big deal and a really big productivity tool for the HandySCAN MAX EVO. Now, what's different is we still have the two models, the standard and the elite, so let's talk about how they are different. The standard model only has one scanning volume, the elite has three, and the elite is more accurate at 75 microns versus 150 microns. Now, back to the scanning volumes. What that means is the elite model has a short, medium, and wide range that you can scan in. So depending on maybe part size or level of detail you want to get, you can pick that mode, okay? Where the standard model only has the medium mode. We'll go into more detail on those volumes and how big they are. Generally, we use the medium mode a lot, but having the versatility, if you have a smaller part and be able to use that short mode or small mode, and then maybe a really, really large part and have that wide mode, that does give you a lot of versatility. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up and we're going to show you scanning in those three different modes, and you can see how it all works. Now before we get into the in-depth review, if you want to learn more about the new Faro-Creaform HandySCAN MAX EVO, you want a virtual or in-person demo, or you just have questions, you can give us a call at 877-845-2700 or send us an email at info@ems3d.com. All right, so we're going to start in the short mode, and I figured we'll use this motorcycle frame here. This is a great candidate. And for this, we're just going to run tethered. Probably a lot of times if you're running the short mode, it's a smaller part. Your computer's, right here, but you could run the mobility kit. We'll show that later, but let's get into it and kind of show how this works. So I'm going to come over here. The short mode requires the 6 mil targets, and they need to be about every 6 to 8 inches apart. So wider than like a normal like HandySCAN would be, kind of similar to the expanded mode in the HandySCAN EVO. But again, we have this nice LCD screen. I'm just going to say start scan, and off I go and scan. So what's really nice is I can see what I'm doing as I'm scanning, see my part. I don't have to be able to see the computer screen as I scan. So I'm just going to move around and scan. It has the auto shutter mode like all the other newer Faro-Creaform scanners. That will adjust the shutter, the laser power, and the shutter speed automatically based on the surface conditions as you're scanning. So it's constantly updating. So if you had a part that was white and dark, it would automatically adjust for that. So at any point I can stop, I can zoom in and zoom out and look around, reset, and go back to scanning. So it's really nice. Pretty much all the commands on the computer, on the software, I can access here to be able to scan. So let's just get a little bit more. I'm not going to bother scanning the whole thing. Okay, but you get the idea. Let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, so let's stop for a minute. Now, I've got it scanned up, and one of the things in the Creaform software is called clipping planes, and that allows you to get rid of data you don't need. Typically, it's going to be a table. In this case, maybe the rotary table. I don't want all that data, but it's in my file here, and it's just unneeded data. So what I can do is I can create a clipping plane, and what's really neat in this Evo version is I'm going to come in here and say clipping plane creation, and I'm going to use, it's probably hard to see, but it's got a laser pointer, and I'm going to pick some points. So I'm going to pick right on that rotary table, one there, and one there, and it's going to create a plane and clip all the data off underneath it. So that data is gone, and now when I continue to scan, it's no longer there. Okay? So what's nice about that is it's not in my view, I don't see it, and when I go to process the data later, it's already there, it's already gone. And you can get very creative with these clipping planes. It doesn't have to be just a flat plane. You can pick multiple points and build not only a plane, but almost like a fence with multiple points. Okay? The other thing is I'm running the augmented reality mode. So what that means is as I scan, I'm seeing the, it's like a camera, right? I'm seeing the data, I'm seeing the part. You can turn that off, but it is nice to have because you can kind of see, where you need to still fill in data as you go along, okay? And you still have the colored lasers, red, green, and blue. Red's too close, green is good, blue's too far away, and of course you get the indicator here on the side. Okay? And then the other really neat thing is I can take photos as I'm scanning. So let's go ahead and take a photo. So I turn it to photo. I get where I want, and I hit take photo. Let's take another one over here. Okay? So this is great for documentation where, maybe I'm scanning something and I see a crack or I see, something wrong with a part. I can document that. Or let's say I'm doing inspection and there's features there that, let's say, shouldn't be there. I can document those. So not only does it take photos and store them as a JPEG file, but it puts them in the actual session file, and anybody can load that up and actually see the orientation of the photo and the actual photo. So you can go around and take multiple photos. You can even use a flash with them. And then when I'm done, I can go back and continue to scan. Okay? So all of the features that you saw in the original HandySCAN EVO are in this new HandySCAN MAX EVO. And this is showing the short mode, just a quick setup. And next we'll show the medium and then the wide mode. And of course, the short and wide mode are only on the Elite, and the medium mode is on the standard HandySCAN MAX EVO. But let's get set up and use those other two modes. Okay, so we're set up now. We're going to scan this SUV in both the medium mode and the wide mode, just so you can see the difference between the two. And for this, we're going to use the mobility kit, which is a battery-powered unit you see here. It's got an LCD readout on the top, lets me know my battery life. But what's really cool is when you turn this thing on, it'll auto-sync over to our computer and let us communicate through Wi-Fi. So if you have a good signal, you can get really good range and work in a large area to scan something. But it comes with a belt clip. It's got a hook on the back. You can see it's just got a short tether here. And I just put it on, click it in. I always put on my lanyard here, and then I'm ready to go. And as I talked about with the new LCD screen, I can run just about everything I need to right from here, as we showed, creating clipping planes, adding additional scans, making changes to the scanning parameters. I can do it all right here, and I don't have to go back to the laptop really till I'm done and I want to look it over and save. But that's it. Then you just tell it you want to scan, and then you're going to start scanning. So this is a little bit on the mobility kit. We're going to get set up now to actually scan the targets and then scan in the medium and wide mode with the new HandySCAN MAX EVO. Okay, so we're ready to go in the medium mode, and we're going to pre-scan all the targets. You can see the targets are about 16 to 20 inches apart in the medium mode and about 20 to 24 inches in the wide mode. We have one of the included scale bars in our field of view as well. We're using round spherical targets on the vehicle and just some flat targets down there on the ground. And what you're trying to do is hit these targets from all different angles. So you just kind of go around and hit them. And then we're also picking up the scale bar, and we also want to hit that from different angles. And the idea here is you want to pre-scan all these targets when you get into larger parts and then optimize that volume. And that's going to give you the best overall accuracy on a large part by pre-scanning all of this and then letting the software optimize that volume. So it doesn't take long. You just quickly move around, grab all the targets, and then you're done. And then you tell it to optimize, and then you're ready to do your scanning. Okay, once we're ready to scan, we just go ahead and tell it we want to start scanning. And we'll start here at the front of the vehicle and just work our way back. And I like to just go up and down and just get some overlap between the scans. That just makes it avoids any gaps. And again, you've got a 3 foot by 3 foot area you're scanning. So you can see you're getting a ton of scan data. It has no problem. This is a dark metallic vehicle. It's got a lot of chrome on it, and it has no issue scanning it. It even scans the windows. Now, if you want to make sure the windows are done accurately, you should probably spray them with a scanning spray. But as you can see here, it does a pretty good job on the windows regardless. But you will get some noise on windows without treating them. And you just move back and forth, capturing the data. Of course, I can see everything right on the LCD screen, and I don't have to be tethered to the computer. And again, I just go back and forth. We always call it digital spray painting. You always try to be perpendicular to the surface. You're always going to get better data. Okay. And so now I'll work around and maybe get some of the lower areas just to make sure I've got it. It's all line of sight, and just kind of really just go back over it and make sure I didn't miss anything. But you can see how fast we're able to scan this large SUV. I'm going to get the mirror area there, and we're just going to do the side of it just to kind of show you. But you can see we've pretty much scanned this whole thing, or at least this whole side here, really in a matter of a minute or two. And then we're done, and we'll go ahead and take a look at our data and see what it looks like. So here's our scan data. If we like what we see, we'll go ahead and finalize it. Finalize it, we'll go ahead and actually convert it to a polygon mesh. It'll remove all the targets and fill in the holes behind it. And then we're pretty much done. So here's a real world example of us 3D scanning an industrial part in the medium mode. You can see the target spacing. We're using the mobility kit, and we're just walking around the part. Obviously, we can see the screen, which is really nice. It allows us to see exactly what we're getting, if we've missed any areas, and we're just walking around. With the mobility kit, we don't have any cords in our way, which makes life easy. The laptop can be over in the corner, and we just work our way around the part. So this gives you a great idea of what that would look like out on a shop floor with a real world part, just kind of a medium-sized part, and just working our way around the part to 3D scan it. All right, so now we're going to do the wide mode, and we're going to stand farther back because it has a 6 foot by 7 foot area that it scans. It does require the 12 millimeter targets, and you can have them even farther apart. I didn't bother taking any off for this, but you can get them every 20 to kind of 24 inches apart. And just like the medium mode, you just kind of work back and forth, but you can see how much data it can scan very, very quickly on the vehicle here. Now, normally I would probably use the middle mode for this vehicle, but we're just trying to show you the wide mode and how big it is. Generally, I'm going to use that when we start getting parts, up to 40, 50 foot in size. Things 30 foot and under, we generally would use in the medium mode. It just works really well. And of course, things maybe under 3 or 4 foot, we would use the short mode. And again, we're just going back over and just making sure we got all the data, high and low, because again, it is line of sight.
but just working across it. But again, look at how quickly we're able to scan this vehicle. And in this case, we're doing it in the wide mode. And of course, we can stop and look at our data, zoom in, zoom out, make sure everything looks good. And here's another part. We're 3D scanning. In this case, we're using the wide mode, so you can see how large of an area that can collect. Again, using the mobility kit and just slowly walking around the part, collecting all of the data. So that's about a 6 foot by 7 foot area it can collect data on. And again, we just move around. We're looking at the screen, making sure we're capturing everything. And of course, we can go back if we've missed any spots and just keep working our way around the part.
Okay, so this wraps up the video on the new Faro-Creaform HandySCAN MAX EVO. Now, if you want to learn more, you want to set up an in-person or virtual demo, you can reach us at 877-845-2700, or you can send us an email at info@ems3d.com. Happy to talk to you, or maybe you want to learn about some of our other scanners or engineering services, just reach out and give us a call or send us an email.